welcome back to my channel. So today I want to discuss with you guys my glute transformation, what things I did to improve my glutes, and how I feel about it. So let's get started. Let me just say this, the thing that I'm most proud about this entire year specifically is my glutes. Let me just say that they have come a long way, and I surprised myself. For example, when I first met with my coach, Adam, to discuss the plan for the year, I told him, I was like, Adam, I've been gone a year, but I'm looking at these girls' pictures and their glutes are insane. I said, I don't know if I could ever look like that. I don't think I can get my glutes like that. And sure enough, I've achieved my goal for sure in the glute department. Let me just backtrack a little bit for you guys. So, genetically speaking, I have always had pretty good glutes. In middle school, I literally got made fun of, and they called me watermelon butt because my butt would just stick out like this. And then when I ran track in high school and college, it definitely helped build my glute muscles a little bit more too. And then when I got to competing, obviously I refined the muscle and really made it pop by means of dieting and more glute training. When I competed this year at the Denver Mile High Pro Show, I was pretty happy with my physique, and I was evaluating myself. I said one of the things was, all right, well, it looks like I came in a little bit too lean. I wonder what will happen if I put on a little more weight. And just going down body part by body part, I was like, my glutes look good here, but I swear I think I can make them look better. I think I can do better than this. I've seen them better. And then for my next show, I filled out and I filled out and I filled out. And that is one of the reasons why I've improved my glutes, is I've filled out. So filling out is a term that we use in the physique community, and it just means filling up that muscle with some carbs, for me putting on a little bit of fat, but by doing this, it makes the muscles pop. So you might say I was a little depleted looking in Denver, which I agree, I came in too lean, a little bit too depleted, but as I filled out a little bit more, my glutes started improving. So for the next show, I filled out a little bit, and the show after that, put on a little more weight, the Olympia put on a little more weight, and then for Korea, it was probably my best showing as far as the glutes are concerned, because I was a little bit softer and fuller than all the previous shows. So please forgive me for this really low quality footage. It was taken in Korea with an iPhone, but I'm gonna play it here so that you can see my glutes, my hamstrings are all popping. And I was like, you know what? Regardless of the placement, I'm proud of this. I was super happy. So the first thing that I attribute my glute transformation to is filling out, putting on a little more weight, and especially for us females, we tend to put on fat in, our glute area, our booty. So that worked in my favor for this particular show. The second thing that I attribute my glute transformation to is my adjustment in training. So I trained glutes pretty hard this whole entire year, and I was focusing more on the glute ham tie-in, so my lower glute area. And I was obsessed with making sure I could see my tie-in, but at the same time, I was neglecting the upper half of my glutes. I wasn't doing any donkey kicks, I wasn't doing any glute bridges, I wasn't doing anything like that. So I would do a lot of deadlifts, straight leg deadlifts, I would do a lot of squats, I would do things like that, the standard glute exercises. So I started to incorporate different glute movements, knowing that I've neglected the middle and top part of my glutes. I started to do a lot of curtsy lunges. I love curtsy lunges. They are literally my new favorite exercise, and I've seen great progress from these curtsy lunges. And of course, it's not just the curtsy lunges, but I've also done a lot more glute bridges. I've been doing more donkey kicks, the cable kick-ups, things of that nature. And I feel it in different areas. I feel that upper half of my glute squeeze. And I've also done a lot of the adductor machine too. Abductor, but I only go on the out, so the outward part. By incorporating my upper glutes and the side of my glutes, it's also helped my development as well. The third thing that I attribute my glute transformation to is the use of resistance bands. Now, I wasn't really such a big band fanatic, and I've always seen girls on Instagram use them, and I was just like, oh, you know, that's just for the Instagram models, you know. But let me tell you this, once you put that band on and then you start doing some of the same movements that you have been, it just makes a world of difference. When I do these banded exercises, like let's say I'm doing a straight leg deadlift or squats, I just try to always make sure that I'm pushing out on my knees so I can feel the burn on the side glute. It feels amazing, and I definitely have to thank the bands for that. I also use them to burn out after exercise. So let's say I do a set of adductors, then I'll use the band too to kind of push out. But they are awesome. I love the bands. The mobility ball is another thing that I truly think helped me with the growth of my glutes. It's really been essential in recovery. It's been helping me to, you know, open up the muscles. And I have had really unflexible hips. They've been so tight, and this really helps with the tightness. And of course, massage. Getting a regular massage has also provided amazing benefits. And not only do I feel better after a massage, but it's another thing that it adds up. All these things add up to improve the glute size as well. And the final thing that I attribute my glute transformation to is doing more glute-focused cardio movements. So in the previous preps, I've kind of done standard cardio. I actually used to run a lot too. I used to do 10K races, but now I like to do cardio that really incorporates the glutes. So I have been going to the Santa Monica stairs a lot lately, and I tell you, I get sore in my glutes every time. It's an amazing feeling. It's the fact that I'm squeezing the glutes, really feeling that burn. It's the best kind of cardio when you can hit your glutes and get cardio at the same time. And I do the Stairmaster with donkey kicks too, which make all the difference. But it just goes to show you that muscles that maybe you haven't activated, not on purpose, but accidentally kind of neglected, they can make all the difference, because the glute is made up of more than just one muscle. It's a group of muscles. So I was neglecting one part of my muscle, but the other part I was in a way overtraining. So by incorporating all of the glute muscles, I've really seen a difference. And I will be fair with you, and I will be honest with you, it seems like I can grow that muscle group maybe more than the average person, but that does not mean that you can't either. And this can apply to any muscle group. This can apply to your shoulders, this can apply to your legs. Just think to yourself, what muscle group could you be lacking in? What part of your muscle could you possibly be neglecting? And maybe try to consider adding in new movements that you haven't tried before. Try new things to stimulate that new muscle growth. But I hope that this video was helpful. And if you have any glute exercises that you swear by, please leave them in the comment section below. I would love to hear and steal your idea. I'm just kidding. I do want to try them myself though. So that's it for now, guys. I will see you later.